I used to like have strength. Now I'm wrestling with an aluminum fucking tripod. Like Tuesday, I need coffee. Oh my God, I'm shot. Tuesday was my first official like day where my son was spent a full. I was off from work and he went to school the full day and my wife went to work. Like I've been getting fuck tender. I mean, but school started September what, 3rd? And here we are. It's almost the end of September. And I haven't had a day. Like my son had a week off from school. Like the very first week of school. I'm like, did we even start school? It's like he went a day and then he had like a week off. And then the following week he had like 3 days off. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I never remembered these types of like extended vacations right after school started. Come on. So on every day, on every one of my days off, I'm like, I thought you were going to school. I have off, Dada. I'm like, oh, great. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And then my wife's been having like days off, like during my days off. I'm like, what is going on here? Can everybody just get out? So this past Tuesday was the first day where I woke up and my wife was going to work. And I have to bring my son to school. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have the whole day to myself. And I got a 62 Mercury Meteor out in the street waiting for me. I'm going to be wrenching all day. Do you understand? I'm going to be wrenching and listening to Iron Maiden all day. So I can't wait. So I take my son to school. I walk him to school because it's so beautiful out. Do you understand? It's September, guys. In the morning. Are you kidding me? The smell of back to school is in the air. You know that smell? It's just a smell. I don't know what it is. The way the pollen, I have no idea. The dew on the floor, the diesel smoke of buses going by. My God. When I was in school, we had buses that ran on gasoline with a stick shift. Yeah. Wrap your head around that one. And the bus driver had to open the door mechanically. She didn't have a button with an air actuator. Yeah. But our school bus drivers had lats like Franco Columbo for pulling that door open. In and out. If I was a bus driver, I just would have left the door open. Okay, when you get to the school and like the principal's going to come out, and then you shut the door. What a mechanism that was. What a heavy-duty mechanism. I want to put one of those on my refrigerator door. Yeah, so when I'm making coffee, I could be like, get the milk out. All right. So I walk my son to the school there, drop him off. He goes into the school, whatever. On the way back, I have a crossing guard that hangs out with like this retired guy. This retired guy that hangs out on his front lawn all day. I love it to death. I'm like, he's got his little dog running around the yard and he just hangs out on the fence like this the whole day. He's there the whole day. If I go to Home Depot, I drive by, he's just out there. Hanging on the fence. Like, guy has absolutely nothing to do. He has this little radio outside, like a little boombox. Like the old man boombox, you know what I mean? It's set to WBAB. And he's listening to classic rock all day. I love it. I love walking by. I say hi, his dog. How you doing? He's always friendly. Hi, how you doing? It's like, you walk by, it's every like classic rock song you hear on the radio. It's like loving an elevator, loving it up as I'm going down. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, good. Want a whole lot of love? Want a whole lot of love? Hey, how you doing, guy? All right, guy. For some reason, when you retire, you call everybody guy. If you're a white old man, you call everybody guy. Hey, guy. How you doing there, guy? All right, guy. Take care, guy. All right, see you later, guy. Yeah, beautiful day, guy. This type of thing. Say hi. How you doing? Small talk. Neighborly. Anyhow. He puts out like a basket of baseballs for the kids. They're free. You know, it has a big sign on it, free. My son goes to grab them. I'm like, don't touch those. They're probably like smothered in, I don't know, topical LSD. Yeah. Come on. You don't think these guys are out there? They're full of razor blades. Put it down. Anyhow. So on the way back, I see the crossing guard, and I'm like, and the old man, and I'm like, it's party time. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't have my son for 6 hours here. I'm like, it's time to party. And they're like, oh yeah, we're like all cheering, high-fiving. We all get it. I get home and I'm like, work on the fucking car. I'm like, let me try to get her started today. I have 6 hours. Let me try to get the engine started. So I said, okay, I need a cap, a rotor, and some plug wires. Just to start, right? So I go to the auto parts store. I say to the guy behind the counter, I said, a kid, I should say, don't go to auto parts stores anymore. I'm not going to auto parts stores anymore. I said, hey, give me cap, rotor, and plug wires. I said, cap, rotor, and wires. He goes, front or back? I was like, how, what? He goes, front or back? I said, what are you talking about? He goes, the rotors. Front, no. I said, rotor. I said, cap and rotor. Distributor cap and rotor. He's looking at me like, I'm like, are you fucking serious? They don't, I said, an ignition rotor. I have to tell him on the computer, look in ignition parts. The kid didn't know what a fucking cap and rotor is. Distributor cap. And I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, things have changed. I'm getting old. You have no idea. You used to go into a parts store, cap and rotor, they used to throw it at you. Here you go. It was like underneath, like right where they could grab it. Here you go. Everything you need. And he's like, what kind of car? Now, the engine out of my car is out of a 65 Mustang. All right? It's a 64 and a half Mustang, I should say. It's a 289, which is a 302, which is basically a 5.0, which is basically the most common engine Ford ever built. Yeah. They didn't have a cap, rotor. They didn't have plug wires for it. I was beside myself. He goes, well, we don't have it. I said, what are you talking about? I said, look up an 83 Mustang, man. I said, look up a Ford Fairlane. Look up a 77 Thunderbird. Look up anything. Had a 302, 289. He's looking at them all. We don't have them. I couldn't believe it. I went to three auto parts stores to get plug wires. I guess that's it. I gotta move. I gotta take a time machine. Can somebody take me back to 1962? I'll pay good money. I mean, well, not really. But I just want to go back to 1962. Please. I'll go see Woodstock. I'll go see Led Zeppelin in 73 at Madison Square Garden. Ishka. I'll go watch the rocket take off to the moon. I don't even care about that shit. Honestly. I'll save John Bonham. What was that? September what? 1980? I'll keep John Bonham from dying, even though John Bonham died at the perfect time. even though he was getting better. Anyhow. So I come back, I put the plug wires in the car and whatnot, and it won't start. It's starting, it's like grabbing, but it won't start. It's firing, but it won't start. So I said, maybe I need a new condenser. So I go to a different auto parts store down here, another young kid behind the counter. I said, hey, how you doing, buddy? I need a condenser and some points. And I'm not even looking at him, I'm just looking around the parts store. And then I come back in, and his face is like this. I said, condenser and points for a 65 Mustang. He goes over to the computer. This kid is catatonic. He goes over to the computer. That car didn't come with air conditioning. I said, what are you talking about, air conditioning? He goes, you said an AC condenser. No, I said a condenser, an ignition condenser! And points, breaker points. I had to tell him, go to ignition. Go to ignition. I have to get over the counter and work the computer now. Anyhow. Then I had to go to another fucking 2 auto parts stores. He had the condenser, but I had to get the points from somebody else. So there you go. I mean, these are basic things. I don't know. It took the whole day. It took the whole day to do a routine maintenance on a small block Ford. Yeah, the entire day. So anyway, I look down at my watch, even though I don't have a watch. I look at my iPhone. I see, I got to pick up my son. I run in the house. I grab the dog. I open up the drawer. And I take out the shit bag first. And then he comes running. I hear the toenails. And he stops and he looks at me. Like, oh, we really gonna do this? We're gonna go for a walk? And then cause he doesn't budge until I grab the red leash. I start to take out the red leash. Then he starts jumping like, I don't know, Carl Lewis? Carl Lewis jumping? Like Michael Jordan. These are from the foul line jumps in the air. And then I start going, Chusi, one walkie, chan Chusi, one walkie, chan Chusi, one walkie, chan Chusi, and I say it faster and faster and faster until he starts spinning around like an ultra centrifuge. And then the Michael Jordan jumps almost up to my chin, because I'm bent over a little bit with the leash. One walkie, chan Chusi, one walkie, chan Chusi, one walkie, and I'm waiting for just like his brains to fly out of his ears at this point. And like, I don't know, have a stroke. He gets so excited. And then I put the leash around his neck and he starts biting the leash. I said, no bitey. No bitey, a leashy. No bitey, the leashy. And I say, Choosie, you want a treat? Hold on. Very good. Good dog. No. All right, listen. Anybody here still? I mean, there's wonderful things happening on YouTube. There really are. I watch them. They're great. It's great. It smells like a cesspool in here now. I'm not going to lie to you. That's great. Anyway, so I take the dog and we get, I don't know, T-minus halfway down the block before he's got to take a liquid dump onto the floor. That's right. So I'm sitting there like sopping it up with a plastic bag, trying to get most of it, kicking dirt from the sidewalk. You know how there's always dirt in the curb? I took some of that dirt from the curb and I sprinkled it on there. Yeah, I know. Please. Like, I love it when the street sweeper comes around. The street sweeper is the biggest ruse on planet Earth. Yeah. I watched the thing go by and I'm like, he just made the street dirtier. When they tell me the street sweeper is coming to move my car, I move every car I can into the street. That way he doesn't drag all the dirt from the rest of the neighborhood in front of my house. It is a useless machine, and the guy's always driving it like you're useless, and your job is useless. Anyhow. Then we get back to the crossing guard. I say, party's over. She goes, oh, yeah, that's it, huh? And I say, see you next Tuesday. And she looks at me. She gives me a look. And I'm like, I didn't just say what. Does she think I just said. I'm like, what was that look for? I wasn't saying anything lewd. I really meant to see you next Tuesday. Is everybody dumb on planet Earth? So we get to the school there, and all the parents are sitting around and whatnot. And I tell Choosy, I say, sit. I say, sit, Choosy, and he never listens. You see? But on this particular occasion, he listened, and he sat right next to me. And we're sitting there waiting, and, you say the hellos to the parents and whatnot. Nobody really even wants to see each other, but you say hello, and this, that, the other thing. And I look down, and my dog is sitting, but he's sitting kind of to the side. And I've never seen my dog with a heart on. I'm going to tell you right now. A little bit of a lipstick coming out sometimes. Sometimes when you give him a good aggressive belly rub, you see a little bit of the lipstick come out. He had a full lipstick hanging out. Like, you know how your mother would yell at you because you'd crank a lipstick all the way out of the tube? Don't do that. Or it would like break off. And she's like, now I have to go back to Maybelline. Or whatever it is. To the mall. I got to go to Abraham and Strauss now and get a new lipstick. Yeah, they didn't have Sephora back then. You wanted lipstick, you went to Abraham and Strauss or Woolworths. Come on. Or sometimes you'd have to go to Merrineck Mart. Or Pergament. That's a hardware store. I'm just kidding. I'm just naming stores that have closed down. So, yeah. Or Caldor. You need new lipstick, you go to Caldor. Anyhow, my dog is sitting there with a full rod coming out. And I look down and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, we're going to jail here. You cannot be like on school grounds with a hard on. Choosel. So now I'm like, what do I do? Do I pet him? I was like, Choosy, stop. And I'm like petting his head. But I'm not drawing any. I didn't say stop. In my head, I said stop. Because I didn't want to draw attention. And other parents, I'm the only one with a dog. So parents are looking at the dog. And he's got a full rod coming out. And it's this disgusting, bright red, shiny, like glistening rod. I'm like, oh my God. It might as well have been like a phone with the light on. Like the other day, I got this girl at work. I mean, she has a sensational ass. What do you want me to tell you? Okay? And she came in with her phone in her back pocket and the light was on. And as she walked by, I'm like... And I see her light on. And I'm like, hey, so-and-so. She turns around. I'm like, your light's on. And she looks down. And then she looks at me like, why are you looking? Because I was like completely like neck twisted like this. Your light's on. And she's looking at me like, why did you have to twist your neck around to see that? Because I'm looking at your ass. No, thank you. I didn't get a thank you. I just saved your battery charge. You think maybe I could get a thank you for that? I know how crucially important it is to keep my battery charged on my phone. Anyhow, so yeah, he's sitting there with a child molester's rod coming out. My dog. So I'm like, what do I do? Hit him? What do I tuck it back in? Can I like grab the end and push it back in? I have a feeling it won't go back in. So I really had nothing to do there. Throw a blanket over him. I said, fuck it. I got a horn dog. I didn't know what to do. So anyway, The kids come out. He gets back up again. Whatever. It might have been the sun. Maybe like he had his little dick laying in the grass there and it was warm and the sun was beating on it and it decided to come out. Who can blame him? Who can blame him? Maybe I should have just jerked it a little bit till it went down. Like my buddy with carpet, a piece of carpet. What are we talking about? All right. Anyhow, so on the way home, listen, the kids go running like bananas with each other. They're running around. My son is climbing a fence. We will go by this apartment building. He's climbing a fence and he's like trying to jump over the fence. I'm like, son, that's called breaking and entering. Get down. This type of thing. And he's like, I'm hanging onto the fence. I know. And everybody's like, we're on the fence. Yeah, that's great. Anyhow, then we're walking down the street. As soon as we get to our corner, there's a stop sign and a dead end sign. And his friend has to grab one sign, and my my son grabs the other sign, and they start shaking the sign back and forth. And they start doing this thing. It's like a Tesla, what is it called? The Tesla earthquake machine, where they find the frequency of the road sign, the stop sign, and they start rocking it back and forth until it's ready to come flying out of the ground. The sign's going like this. Wah, 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 wah. And I'm like, Tony, stop. This is, I don't know what this is. This is, you're vandalizing at this point. I say, stop, and he won't stop. So I tell him, and it's one thing, when I'm by myself with him, and you could yell out threats and whatnot, and really yell at him. But when you're around other parents, it's almost like everything's on mute. So you're like, Tony, please stop shaking the sign. The other parents are like, please. Like if we were alone, I'd be like, Tony, stop shaking the fucking sign. Like the only way kids know how to stop is when you raise your voice to like, I don't know, jumbo jet level decibels. So he's shaking the sign there, and finally I say, Tony, I said, the police are gonna come if you keep on shaking that sign. And my son says, good, I want to go to jail and die. I'm like, what? And all the parents look at me, and I'm like, these kids. I said, his mother, he got that from his mother. This type of thing. I said, I want to go to jail and die. I never heard anything more, I don't know, psychopathic in my life. So all the parents at that moment did like a calculation in their head. They're like, all right, none of our kids are playing with that boy. I'm like, oh my God. So it's like, all right, we were at our corner. I was like, goodbye, parents. And they're looking at me like, fuck me. And then I'm walking home and I'm like, Tony, what are you saying? What, Dada? I said, we're going to jail and die? Yeah, Dad, I want to go to jail and die. I'm like, shh, stop saying that. Stop. Anyway. Then he's got soccer practice. This is the first day of soccer practice. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. You ready for when soccer, guess when soccer is? Tuesday and Saturday, my days off. I want to stick my head in a deep fryer. Can we do that? So it works like this. Tuesday, practice. Saturday, game. When's the game? 10 o'clock in the morning. Garage sale time. Garage sale time again. If I could shoot myself twice in the head, I would. So no more garage sailing for me, I guess. I guess it's more important to go to soccer games. It is. I get it. This is what being a parent is all about. Sacrifice. I know. So of course we wait till the last minute to get him his cleats and his shin guards. Let's go to Walmart, That way we can get the cleats, shin guards, a ball for, I don't know, $3. Right? I don't know. We go to Walmart. The whole soccer section is empty. Yes, because procrastinating parents will pay the price now. We go to Dick's Sporting Goods. The whole soccer section is empty. Empty. Not like, oh, there's like, they're not exactly the size he needs, but they have other sizes. Empty. So we have to send basically my son to a soccer practice with like dress shoes on. Yeah, it's one of these deals. Do you remember that as a kid when you didn't come prepared to a sporting event? That was us. It's a horrible feeling. I'm not going to let that happen again. Anyway. We get to the field there, and I read all the paperwork like a dumb moron. My wife doesn't read anything. She has no clue who the coach is. I know the coach's name. I know the field was supposed to be on, and I know the number of the team. Okay? This is information. There's not a parent out there that knows this information, because I'm the idiot that actually reads. We get down there to the field, and now parents are like roaming around like this. Nobody knows where to go. I know exactly where to go. I see they got little tags hanging on the fence there. I say, oh, that's where we are. But I'm not saying a word. You understand? This guy comes up. We're in Kopeg. He's got to be Polish. It's a stretch. Maybe he's Russian. Do you understand? He's got the ball bag with like 4 soccer balls in it. I'm like, these are 6-year-olds here playing. He's got the ball bag with, it's got maybe 5 soccer balls. He's carrying like this. His son is decked out. He's got full uniform on, like he's going to play for Brazil. So I'm like, oh, geez. And my son's over here in like, I don't know, with corduroy pants on. Completely unprepared. And he comes up, he goes, is this the field that we playing on? And maybe he was Count Dracula, I don't know. And I'm sitting there, he comes up like real alpha male, you know what I mean? Where is the coach? The coach, where is the coach? Is this the field? What number is the team? And he's like asking me all these questions. And I'm like, hey, fucko. You're like Mr. Joe Prepared. You don't know any of this shit? I just look at him, I go like, just to really piss him off, like I don't know. Because I know what he's thinking. He's like, this dumb American fuck. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So he goes, nobody knows? I'm like, yeah, and you don't know either, asshole. He's looking at us like we're morons for not knowing. But he doesn't know. But I know. But I ain't talking. So he's like he sits there and he's like looking around at all of us in disgust. And I mean, like I'm next to like a lady from El Salvador who has a gut like hanging out like this. It looks like an awning over her snatch. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to her. And her son's like, I don't know, picking his nose. So this guy like shakes his head like this is ridiculous, and he goes and he starts walking across the field to the other side. And I'm like, he doesn't know where he's going. So I immediately start walking the other way to where we have to go. I said, Tani, come on. And I go exactly where we have to go. And then the coach meets us and whatnot. And then this guy has to do the walk of shame. Back over again. It was terrific. It was terrific. Now I gotta tell you something right now, guys. These kids start practicing. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. They're like bumping into each other. They're tripping over the balls. They don't even know that the coach was so patient with them, and I guess you have to be patient. But they're kicking the balls like they're going everywhere. Like there's no organization whatsoever. I said, oh, this is basically just a big waste of time. That's what this is. I said, I'm standing there with my wife, and I'm like, we might as well just sit in the bleachers and get on our phones now, because there's nothing happening here. So, I see the Polish guy, and he's giving his son like a pep talk. I can't hear what they're saying, but he's like giving his son a pep talk, like I guess telling him what he has to do. So I'm like, oh boy, here we go. He's one of these guys, right? So then the coach says, all right, kids, we're going to play zombie. And what happens is you have every kid had their own ball. And just dribble the ball, keep the ball close to you, dribble the ball, and stay in this box. And I'm going to count to 10, and I come in as the zombie, and I try to take the ball from you and kick it out of the box. So I'm like, oh, this is fun. You know, they're going to have a little fun out there. So they start the zombie game, and I see the Polish guy. And he's got a piece of paper rolled up. I hope you can see this. I'm gonna have to adjust the camera because it was exactly like this. He's got a piece of paper and he's like this by the sideline, like intensely focused, and he goes, Gregory, get the ball, Gregory, over here, Gregory. Like, this was the most I'm like, I felt like going over to him and saying like, hey, fucko, this isn't the World Cup. Relax. Let Gregory have a good time. And then he's crouched down again. This is what happens. Then they have like a thing where if you get your ball stolen, you turn into like a zombie. So Gregory got his ball stolen. So now he has to sit on the sideline, and then he comes in as a zombie. So when he comes in as a zombie, he goes and he kicks the ball away from a kid that literally has his finger in his nose. I couldn't figure out whether the kid was picking his nose or he was sucking his thumb. Dead serious. And he's just like this. And Gregory comes up and kicks the ball away from him. And the guy goes like this. I'm watching, my eyes are glued to him the whole time. He's like this. I was like, you know what? I said, hey, buddy. I finally said to him, I said, hey, buddy. This bud's for you. No, guy, come on. This is going to be a long season. I got to deal with fucko over here. And now I'm sizing up all the parents. I said, I got a guy over here with a fucking Yankee tattoo. I said, he's going to be a problem too. Let me tell you something right now. If you're on Long Island and you got a guy with a fucking Yankees tattoo, this is the meathead from Meatheadville. And he's already yelling to his kid. That's it, John. That's it, Johnny. Come on. Let's go. Like, stop yelling. Stop noise. Stop all the noise. I got all these parents, and I'm going to have to deal with these Long Island cunt mothers yelling instructions onto the field. Something's going to be... I got to take you guys with me. I got to record it. I don't know. The field's like a hop, skip, and a jump away from my house. I'm going to have to get hammered. I'm going to go there and antagonize. Yes. I'm going to go there and I'm going to start... I'm going to... What is that called? Instigate. That's my job. All right, guys. Callahan here. Where's my fucking... all right, let's pretend like it's up here. Reporting for duty. And just like that, we're scanning for crimes. And there goes Rita. Come on. Like, can you make it to mid-show? Anyhow, yeah, so then after the game we got in the car. I put the car in gear and it went. All right, anybody? Hey, listen, what are you gonna do? Went to the DMV the other day. I'm in the parking lot waiting. They're doing like construction right next to the DMV. This guy's up there. They're working on a building or whatever. And I'm sitting in my car, and all these hot chicks are going into the DMV, and they're walking right past the construction workers, and the construction workers aren't heckling the women. I'm like, what kind of fucking men are these? Like, to me, the only enticing thing about being a construction worker is like whistling at hot chicks that go by. Is that like a thing of the past now? What did they used to say? Like, hey, baby! Like how, I never knew like how aggressive. Where was the line? Where they're like, hey, honey, come over here with the guy with the jackhammer. Hey, come over here, baby. I got something for you. Like, how aggressive did they get? Hey, honey, when I'm done hammering this, you're next. Ow! Come on. Come on. Or are they just like, I don't know. I guess it depends on the neighborhood. You go to a real rough neighborhood, they're like, hey, come over here and give me your snatch. You know, hey, whoa, look at the size of that twat. I have a bullhorn. Do you understand? Listen, don't. Let me tell you something. How disappointed a woman must be nowadays to walk by a construction site and not even get a whistle or a cat call. What's a cat call anyhow? Hey, baby, is that a cat call? How does it get dirty? I don't know. You know? The show really doesn't have any direction today. I don't know if you figured that out by now. Let's do something different. Actually, let's get back to our roots today. And I think what I'd like to do today is I'd like to, number one, pull out this toolbox for no apparent reason. Yeah. You want to see something? I get my car started the other day, and it's got an enormous exhaust leak. Like, that's the sound of an exhaust leak. That was a good impersonation. And I hate exhaust leaks. They bother the shit out of me. So I'm like, what's wrong with this thing? And I look at the exhaust manifold, and I'm like, oh Jesus, look, it's got a crack. And I didn't realize, because from this is like the view I had. I said, oh look, it's got a crack right there. So I take the exhaust manifold out, and I hit it on the floor a few times, and look at that. The fucking thing, and somebody tried to weld that. Look at that. Look at the weld they put on there. Oh my God. Would they just heat up a pot of metal and pour it on there? But look at how that worked out. Jesus. I said, yeah, I guess I got an exhaust leak. Huh? Here we go. Something coming through the pipe. All right. Jesus Christ. We doing something here. I figured let's go in and let's check out maybe some TurboGrafx games, CD games. I'm talking. Yeah, okay. Let's check out some TurboGrafx games that we've never played before and discover them together. I like that idea. I think it's great. Picture time. controller. Tap into the Edison line. Pipe through the Sansui 1010. Charging atomic batteries. Kill the lights of attrition. And move you into primetime position. Guys, this place is such a hole. Look at this. Oh. I know, I got car parts all over the place. This is just, things are out of control around here. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. 3D, oh Christ. All right, let's go to TurboGrafx, huh? TurboGrafx, PCFX. Let's go to PC Engine, okay? Because, let's face it. Whoa, Jesus Christ. And let's just take a look. No. Adventure Island, Aero Blasters, Afterburner 2. We've done that. Alien Crush. We'll take it by the numbers. Oh my god, Legendary Axe 2. Oh god. This is Oi Blink? Oy vey. Gate Ball. Artist Tool. Oh, what do you need? You need a drawing pad. Oh, thank God. Poker. Ballistics, no. But let's just listen to the theme song, huh? Guys? This is worth it for the theme song alone. And then we're out. Make sure this volume is down. Look at this. Here we go. You ready? Go. Oh, it's brutal. Just when you thought it couldn't get lower. All right, we're out of here. We're out of here. Am I wrong now? Am I wrong? What a sound. All right. Enough out of you. Motorcycle racing, always disappointed with motorcycle racing. Here's a shooter I never played before. Let's try it. Barumba? Barumba. I've always been curious about this game. Let's give it a shot. You know what I love about shooters? Just the gimmicks. You know, and obviously this one had a gimmick. You have this rotating turret. Let's see how it goes. Chip game, here we go. Namcot. 1989, Namco. Can you choose? No, you start here. Oh my god, take me back. I'm in. Okay, oh, that's how you adjust, okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Not bad. Take that. Hey, that's all right. You can only rotate it one way, as far as I know. Nice. All right. Oh. Okay. ever power up this thing? I like the mechanic. I like it. I get it. Oh boy. Oh, a life. Oh. We'll lose a life to get a life. Oh. I should have my gun straight up, right? Oh, God, get me out of here. Can I get a power up here already? Oh, wait a second. The start button also does something here. Wow, look at this. This is nice little graphics. Oh, boy. We gotta hit the inside of the mouth, right? Ding, 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 yes! Got him! It's a cute little sprite. It's a cute 'em up, dude! How much speed can you get? Is this speed? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, oh! They're very generous with you. If you... Alright guys, I mean, what are we going to be here all day? I think that was an accurate representation of the game. Not bad. I'm going to tell you something. Not bad. Good play controls. Nice little graphics. A nice soundtrack. You can only rotate your gun one way, and if you could upgrade your gun a little more, it would be a little more interesting. But that's a solid little shooter right there. Oh my God, we got Batman here. You want to play a little Batman just for the soundtrack? Guys, listen to this fucking soundtrack. This is incredible. Yes. Wait, where did we go? No. Batman, yes. Guys, you ready for this? Sunsoft doing it big time! Where's my guitar? Alright, we're doing keyboard on the guitar. Who's that? Steve Harris on bass? soundtrack. We got neighbors. Gotham City, baby. Let's beat the first board. Listen to this music. Where are we? Oh, we fly. Okay. We got a batarang. Oh, we died already. Hold on. Here we go. Yes. Speed. We need speed. Yes. Batarang. Speed, please. Oh, there we go. The shoes. Here we go. Ready? Look at all these items you can get. That's right. Hey, sucker, you're out of here, sucker. Let's go. We have a short range weapon here first. You're out of here, bitch. You're out of here, bitch. Guys, listen to that music. I mean, you get the idea here. Let's hear the second stage music. Oh, more of the same. This is a solid game. You get faster and faster, by the way, and you get longer range. Oh shit, you're out of here. Look, we're gonna get faster. Here we go. Ready? Bam. Yes. Longer range, yes. Ah, gosh. What is this, a spread shot? No? And talk about a game that's deceivingly challenging, because it is. When you get to the later levels. Alright, here we go, here we go. Battle load runner, no thanks. Oh, look at this, RPG, baby. Wow. It's handy having this screen here. Look at this. Alright, listen, we don't need another fucking Wonder Boy in Monster Land here. What is this, pipe? Pipe game? You're out. Another RPG. Come on. Whoa! What is she doing? What the hell's this? She's winking at me! What the? Bodycon Quest 2. Wait a second here. What, do her pants come off now? Hold on, I gotta see a little more. Let's get into it. Oh shit, no, we didn't want that. No, no, no. Back, back. Start. No, shit. Start. No! Oh, sorry guys. There we go. I gotta know what this game's all about. Yes, yes. Start. Da 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 da. Come on, get me out of here. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Yes. I just want to see anime chicks bending over. Let's go. If this is what this game is all about, it's the greatest game ever made. Are they gonna let us leave town? We're out of here. What do we need, a sword? I got poisoned? What happened? Look, you can't leave town without a sword. Oh, wanna make a bet? Oh, Jesus Christ. Run. Run, right? What is she doing? A large insertion? Run. How do I run? Oh, I got her. Alright, bitch, you're mine. Let's go. Attack. That's it. Oh, she's fucking us up. No, no! we died. Guys. I gotta take a shit. We gotta end the program early. Guys, do you realize that you just tuned in to the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With the 4K face! We'll see you next time. Guys, I gotta take the shit in my life. So here's my email. We do an advices program on Patreon. We have 28 episodes now. We're on fire. We're on fire. That's right. Turn the fucking lights on, for God's sake. That's right. You have problems? I'm like Ann Landers with a cock and balls. That's all you need to understand. We're going to help you out. Here's my email down below. Put advices in the header. Write in for great advices just like this. Protect yourself. I go to jail, I drop a log in my pants. That's number one. You walk in, the owner was about a 400-pound fat fuck that thought he was Elvis Presley. Veggies. You're out of here. You're just fucking out of here. Out of here! What about your attitude, guy? Stop worrying about dying and then maybe you'll start living. Ew! I know. I'm about to shit my pants too. I really am about to shit my pants. So guys, write in. Patreons, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I gotta go.